And there we are. Good evening. I know it's late on the East Coast, so I apologize for folks out there, but it's only 9 o'clock here, and we've had a very busy day. We got to our location, and so we're here, which is good. And he met a bunch of his other, guys that he rides with, and so we're good. And we were told again today by Eric to go and check out um, the Badlands, so we did that. And then my friends, a couple that was at the prepper get together from New Hampshire, had said check out the missile silo thing. So I did. I took some pictures there, and I'll be posting those on Instagram and Facebook if you guys want to, or not Facebook. I'm sorry, Instagram and also on Twitter. I'll be posting those pictures over there. I did post a bunch of pictures on Twitter and also Instagram from the Badlands today. And I did do a video while I was there. So I'm going to try and get that uploaded onto the laptop. We'll see what happens. But you're up this late. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock here, JJ. So it's not late here. So, but anyway, it's been a long few days, and uh, we're gonna get around and do some riding around tomorrow. There's a bunch of stuff I want to go see. Yeah, I know it's a late night stream for the East Coast, but it's really not that late for out here. Like I said, out here it's only 9 o'clock. I did want to share something with you guys. So I had some people say they'd like to see me get some footage on, the ride with me riding and stuff like that. Well, what I did today, I went ahead and made the investment, and I got a bike mount and a GoPro for the bike. And so actually, I'll show you because I have the GoPro is here in the room with me. And so, pretty excited about that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And so, I will definitely be getting video with that, and we'll go from there. But that's going to be, it mounts right in the center um, of my windshield. And so it doesn't obstruct my view, but it's going to get, yeah, Starfish Canyon. We're going to be doing that for sure. That's one of the things we're definitely going to do. And so there's definitely, we're going to go to Deadwood. I want to go to Devil's Tower. Kit. Yes, I ordered a kit, and I will. They built it because we got no instructions. I continue to have to keep. Called him several times. Now he did help us walk us through how to put it together, but it was like I wasn't impressed. So again, if I'm not going to if I'm not going to recommend to you guys something that I don't believe in. Now I love the greenhouse. I love the geodesic dome design. I think that that's awesome. Uh, Things that I would definitely change is adding some vents on the top, just because it gets so ridiculously hot in there. It is unbelievable. So, but yeah, we're definitely we want to go do Devil's Tower. Want to go to Deadwood. I want to definitely go Starfish Canyon, and there is Custer State Park. So there's a bunch of different things, and helmet tan lines. Yeah, you like that? Like the tan is like here down. Then I have my glasses, and then this is where the helmet is. So, but yeah, I'm actually thinking I may ride a little bit without the helmet out here. It's like nobody wears a helmet out here. It's crazy. There's a bunch of states up this way. Minnesota, they didn't. Uh, let's see, Wisconsin, there was people wearing no helmets, and it was actually pretty cool. So because we can do it here, I'm going to have to try, just so you guys know, just putting it out there. But anyway, so that's what the game plan is. We're going to definitely get around and check out some different stuff, and it should be fun. We got a few days, and use that sunscreen. You're fried. I've been using the sunscreen every day, and we're just, I mean, like if you see the tan line on my arm, and this is a tan hand, okay, my hand is tan, so, and even like this one's a little bit darker. Don't hurt at all. I'm not in any kind of pain. Once I get to a certain level, it just gets darker. That's all it does. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And but yeah, it's we like I said, we're having a really good time. And you know, I want to thank the folks from New Hampshire recommending the missile silo. Obviously, Eric recommending us take that ride through the Badlands on our way out here. Very, very cool to see. And so, you know, I love having people that have been here and can say, hey, you should go try this, or hey, you should go try that, because it gives you a different perspective. So I got to show you the shirt. So that's one of many. Yeah, I went a little crazy. I got to show you guys though too, okay? Because Becky won't watch this, but I want to show you. Hold on. All right, so Heather already knows because I took pictures and showed her, but Becky doesn't yet. But I got this one for Becky, and then on the back, it's got the Black Hills 81st. So I got that one for her because I think she'll like that. I will show you what I got for Heather. For Heather, I got this one here, and then in the back it says I got this at the Badlands Harley Davidson. So it's got the little lace and stuff, and I thought that was kind of cute. So I got that for her. And then I bought Heather because of course we live in New York. So I bought her a sweatshirt, and this one says Badlands, South Dakota. So I got that for her as well. So, and then I hate to admit I did buy myself a ton. Um, oh, do-rag, yeah, when I'm riding, I probably will. Probably will do that. But yeah, it's well, it's supposed to cool. Today was cooler than yesterday. Today was 99. So, what kind of camera do I use for YouTube? Actually, I'll show you. Hold on, let me a second. Grab it. So, oh dear, tell me we're not having an issue on here. No, it's back. Okay. So that's the camera that I use, and it works out really well. It takes decent pictures. And Angry Prepper said Biden is probably going to resign. What do you think about that? Well, I don't know if you guys saw today. He used to drive a 18-wheeler. Sadly, very demented. It's been obvious to anybody that was paying attention right along. You know, when you have a guy that is talking, that's supposed to be the president of the United States of this country, okay, and he's mumbling his words and forgetting what he's saying and all this type of stuff. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean or cruel to anybody, but he's, you know, unfortunately he's clueless. So that's definitely a problem. Are you loving the time zone? Big difference. Yeah, I mean, like I said, here it's 9 o'clock. It's 9:20 here right now. So today when we left, when we're the town that we were in this morning, when we left there, we dropped like we went down 10 miles down the road, and it was a different time zone again. So we're two different time zones away. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's been like I said, you know, guys. I'll tell you, this has been an interesting adventure. I don't know if I would make that ride out here again. Oh, I got to show you what I did get done. Now, hold on. Let me get this, and I'll show you guys. So I got a couple patches today, and I put them on my vest. So the first one says I rode mine Sturgis 21 because basically means I rode my bike out here and didn't trailer it out. Then I did get the American flag, and then I got Sturgis, 2021. So I think that's pretty cool. So 81st anniversary. So I can say I was here, and so yeah, we like I said, we've been absolutely haven't seen any bison, but what we did see when we were in the park, we did see a couple of the rams, the longhorn rams with the curly rams. That was pretty cool. That was really really cool. And so it was, yeah. Biden is senile. He doesn't know where he is half the time. Well, his handlers were taking care of everything. You know, when they did the G7, he was wandering around, and Jill had to go get him. The other leaders were making fun of him. Wouldn't shock me. We have a weak president. That's the bottom line, and people are not afraid of somebody like him because he has no clue. It's unfortunate. But no, I didn't see any mountain goats. But we, like I said, we did see the rams. They were actually pretty cool. So if Trump comes back, expect SHDF to increase by 500%. Yeah, it would be interesting. That is for sure. That is definitely for sure. If he comes back, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to run again. I mean, the amount of hate that he got the first time, constantly, every single day. Why would you want to put yourself through that again if you don't have to? You know, that's you know that's what that's my take on it. I will say this out here. I've seen very few people wearing masks, not very many. People from all over the country have been coming in, and so it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool, but very very few people wearing a mask out here at all. So so I'm sure they'll try to make it into like they did last year. If you remember when Sturgis happened last year, and they were saying, "You are looking pretty burnt and beat up. Get some rest, buddy. Enjoy yourself and have fun." I am a little, but this funny thing is, it's not a burn. None of it is a burn. None of it hurts. If I got a ton of sun, I absolutely have gotten a ton of sun, you know. But oh, he's singling another run. Well, uh, it'd be interesting to see if they could steal it from him twice in a row, right? It definitely would be interesting to see that. Here's the thing, and this is I think an interesting thing. When they were both running for president, Trump was running to be reelected, and obviously Biden was running against him. And they would show the people at the Trump rallies, just thousands upon thousands and thousands of people at the Trump rallies, and hardly anybody at all at Biden's rallies. So you're going to tell me that correlated into such a big victory for Biden? Like I said, I just don't buy it. South Dakota never had a mask mandate or a lockdown last year. Well, good for them. That's good. Good to see. you know, because not all the states are like that, unfortunately. And the thing is, unfortunately, with the propaganda that is being pushed out there as the truth, um, you know, people they listen to what they hear on TV, and they believe everything that they're told, and they just go along with it. I mean, it's sad. It really, really is sad. So, right, yeah, no ID, no voting, or no idea for voting, but show me your papers. Is that exactly that Saint Gang Gang? I agree with you 100% on that. I think that is absolutely preposterous that anybody can go in there and vote, with no ID, and that's fine. But if you want to, they want to have you have travel papers for your proof of your vaccination. I think that's insane, And tell me this: how many American tourists are going to go up to Canada? Now, I love my Canadian brothers and sisters. Please don't get me wrong. Been to Canada many, many times. Love Canada. I think it's awesome. I've been up to Toronto. I've been to Montreal. Absolutely beautiful cities. Love, love, love the cities. Okay. People up there are absolutely fantastic. Never had an issue with anybody up there ever. And but how many Americans that are and I like to use the term, now we're all anti-vaxxers, those of us that don't want to get the shot, right? So, how many of those people are going to go up there in quarantine for 2 weeks before they go up and spend their money? You know how much money Canada is losing from Americans not traveling across the border to go up there? Now, I know that August 9th, they're talking about, people can come up there that are vaccinated, but the unvaccinated can't. But it is just, again, I'm a big believer. I'll do with my money. I'll spend my money where I want, and if somebody wants to play little games, then I'm not going to play games. So, uh, you know. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's been a long several days, and today was much cooler today here in South Dakota than yesterday. It only got up to 99 today. Uh, Howdy, Ed. Just watch your morning stream. Hey, Billy the Kid Norwood. How you doing, man? Uh, Ed Hella is going to go back absolutely nuts when you get back. She loves her daddy. I'm going to tell you what. Heather tells me that every time that she brings Heather or Hella in the house, the first thing that dog does is go in my room and look for me. And she keeps telling her, Daddy's not home yet. Daddy's not home yet. So, oh, egg count. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do that really quickly. Because I talked to Heather this evening, and I said, got to let me know how many eggs because so everybody's going to ask. So let's go ahead and do an egg count. Well, before we do the egg count, let's do this real quick. I want to talk about on my website again. Still, I'm doing my sale with the Legacy freeze-dried foods, and I just want people to be aware. So go ahead and get your guesses up there. I'll look at those in a minute. But we're still doing the sale, and that's going to continue on until August 8th. And so it's 20% off the Legacy freeze-dried food. 25-year shelf life, GMO free, gluten options available. It is vegan. There are beef and chicken options available as well. And also, like I said, largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. So I can't say that if that's not true, so that's true, okay? I highly recommend it. Again, now is the time to get something while it's not an emergency instead of waiting until an emergency happens and then you have the rush of everybody buying everything out like they did in February and March of last year. So definitely take advantage of this now. People that have been ordering, I've been getting their orders in and they're banging them out just really, really quickly. So that's a good thing. Okay, so let's look at our egg count guess here. All right, well, because he's one of my members, I will have to give him the credit on this one. Nate Dampier with 8 eggs. If you had the same guess as Nate, James Osborne also had the same guess with 8. Oh, then he changed it to 7. So you can't do that, James. 8. So 8 eggs was the guess today. That is the correct guess. And Thick Neck did lay today because I asked Heather, and she goes, "Yeah, she laid early, Dad. She was the first egg I collected today." And I said, "Well, good for her. Good for her." So now the chickens are doing good. Heather's taking care of the dogs and the chickens and the cats, and she's doing a good job. So. Life Force Unleashed said that's some of the best freeze-dried food available. I'm going to tell you what. I've had the food. I've done reviews of the food, and it is really, really good. And when Legacy first approached me, because I'm going to tell you what, for me, it's not all about the money. I don't want you guys to ever think that, oh, he's just pushing to sell because he's just trying to make money. Not it at all. If you want to buy Legacy Foods, you buy Legacy Foods. If you want to buy Augustin Farm or if you want to buy Mountain House, knock yourself out. You know what I mean? It's as long as you are prepping and you're helping yourself, that's my number one priority. Who you decide to get it from, I know 2 things I know. I've had the Legacy Fresh food. It is very, very good. I've done several reviews on this channel about it. And again, it really is the largest portion size. So you get more bang for your buck in the long run. So definitely well worth it. Okay. So, yep. 3 dogs, 7 cats, and what are we at chickens wise now? 22, 23 chickens, something like that. And yeah, I saw that Dusty Hill ZZ Top's bass player died. Yeah, that's it's so weird watching these musicians that you grew up watching as a kid all starting to fall off now and all starting to pass away. That's tough to watch. It's really, really tough to watch. So, but uh, we are, like I said, we're in, what is it? Rapid City, I think, is where we're at. That's where the hotel's at. So I haven't actually gone up to Sturgis yet. It's like another 30 miles, I think. So we will be making that trip up there. If you take I-90 back, stop at the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota. Free samples at the end of the tour. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you, Mrs. T, for that information. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think once realistically, to be 100% honest with you, when we start back, we're going to want to eat up those miles and try to get back within 3 days. I think we'll probably push for that, and we'll be dead tired, and I'll come on like Wednesday and be dead. But I think we may end up doing that. I don't know yet. We'll see how the first 2 day goes. It's a lot of it's going to depend on the weather on our way back. I mean, we had good weather on the way out, so that really, really, really good weather-wise driving. It was really, really good. What do you think of the mandate for the jab for healthcare workers? It's not for all healthcare workers. Certain ones are doing it. Not all places are doing it yet. I think that's a matter of time. But what they're doing is, and this is, the way that they word it is they're mandating it for healthcare workers. But if you decide you don't want to get it, then what happens is you have to have weekly testing. So that's how they're doing that. Your face is getting redder I've been using sunscreen, guys. I have. When we got on the bikes this morning, I mean, I took a bath in sunscreen, but it's just been so hot, and you're out in that sun all that time, it's just the way it is. So, but no, I have been using the sunscreen. I promise you, I definitely have been using that. But yeah, it's back to the musicians thing. It's so weird to see all these musicians that you, like I said, you grew up watching and stuff. And okay, so here's a honest question, and I love him. I think he's fantastic. Have enjoyed watching him for years and years and years. But the abuse this man has done to his body, how is Ozzy Osbourne still alive? I'm baffled by that because I think he's awesome, and I love his music, but I don't know how the guy's still alive. Please take lots of have lots of fun and take lots of videos. Okay, so again, anybody joining later in this, I just picked up a GoPro for the front of my bike, and I will be definitely using this, getting some video footage that way as well, and I think that'll be really, really cool. And Keith Richards is another one. Yeah, how's he alive too? Exactly. So I'm gonna get a lot of video on the bike. That's the game plan too. And so we're going to go from there. But we're going to have a blast. We're going to have fun. And I definitely, like I said, I did do a video down at the Badlands. Whenever we stop someplace, I'll get video there as well. Like if we go to Devil's Tower, I definitely want to get video there, take a bunch of pictures. I want to take a lot of video, Deadwood, Sturgis itself, and all those type of things. So I definitely plan on doing all of that while we're out and about here. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next several days. It's going to be a blast. So, but I'm going to get a great night's sleep tonight. That's the game plan, and we'll go from there. So, but anyway, guys, I am going to jump off now. I've been on here for about 24 minutes. Real quick, what do we got? 205 in the chat. We're at 107 on a thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, let me ask you to do that, please, to show support for the channel. And I do appreciate that ahead of time. And, thank you very much for doing that. Also, again, it really helps with the algorithms. So the more interaction we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as too. Because Zane's afraid of them. Yeah, right. No kidding. They go down there. They'll be in a management position right in the very beginning. So, Ozzy is the only known actual living zombie. Like I said, the amount of drugs and drinking that man has done. I just wonder how. Yeah, he snorted ants. I know he snorted urine. He bit the head off a bat, also a dove. if you remember that one as well. So yeah, he's just a very fun-filled individual that just doesn't care. So, but no, like I said, I grew up loving Ozzy. I thought Ozzy was great. So, but it's amazing. Like when you look at Metallica now, and other than the bassist who's younger than the rest of them, they all look, they're all old men now. And it's like, oh my God. But that's what happens. We all get older. We all get older. So. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'll probably try to jump on in the morning before we go out and head for today and do our different things. So I hope everybody's doing great. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And as soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much better shape. We really will. Also, remember, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really, important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Yeah, Rick James was a big coke addict too. Yeah, now he's dead. So that's what happens to a lot of them. So, but anyway, also remember, guys, STD, step thing and day, one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you guys will be just fine. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll get back to normal stuff when I get back home. Good news, though, I just got a message today from the people in West Virginia, and apparently the lawyer will be working on the papers this next week. So hopefully I'll get back to New York, and then I'll be taking a trip to West Virginia. And that one I'm really, 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 I mean, this has been great and this has been fun. But when I go to West Virginia, I'm going to be closing on that property. And then, I'm going to do a bunch of videos down there showing you guys everything and stuff like that. So I'm like super excited. Between now, when I close, and in November, when I go down for the winter, I plan on doing some trips back and forth down there to work on things, to try to get things set up a little bit for me before I'm down there full time. And so I'm really, like I said, I'm really super psyched about the whole thing. I think it's going to be a blast. So, all right, guys, I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.